maybe this is the last fight for Crawford. And for Canelo, it's mean a lot for his fan in North America and South America.
Thinking about people, if they're gonna be happy or not, it's not my problem. For me, the most important thing is win.
Man, listen, if we hurt Canelo, we going in for the kill, dog.
I don't care if he's bigger or if I'm bigger. You know, we still got to fight. Come fight night.
It's been good. It's been good. And this is the biggest fight in the last 10 years.
As the world waits with bated breath to witness one of the biggest boxing fights of this generation, Turki Alalshikh, the backbone of this entire matchup, gave the fans a massive truth bomb to deal with, causing an uproar among the people. According to Turki Alalshikh, this fight brings with it the hopes and dreams of not just the fighters involved, but also the fans who have been eagerly awaiting the chance to see the legendary matchup. Turki claimed that this matchup was destined and could not have occurred without the support of the Saudi government. With Canelo being the biggest name in boxing and Crawford being a two-time undefeated champion, this is the perfect showdown.
First, not what I want to see, what all the people around the world, and you are fans of boxing, want to see. It's take too long, but thanks God, without the support behind me from my government, my leaders, the Crown Prince and the vision, and without the love of the fans, we will stop not complete. This is what push us. This kind of fight, special Canelo Crawford, I want to explain it to you exactly why it is important and the fight of the century. Canelo is the biggest name in boxing now, and Crawford undefeated and have the chance to be undisputed for the third time.
Additionally, Turki noted that while he has been closer to Terence Crawford over the years, he's also had the opportunity to get to know Canelo better as both a fighter and a person. Because of this, the Excellency claimed to be neutral during the fight, wanting nothing more than a great fight to ensue, ensuring his money's worth through entertainment and by making boxing great again.
I want to tell you honestly, I have a close relationship with Crawford, but in the last 6 months, 7 months, I get very close to Canelo. And actually, sometimes not sometimes, all the times, I split my opinion and my position. My position in the middle, and the first time ever, my opinion in the middle now. I just want good fight, at least 6-7 rounds. Make the people happy, Netflix, worldwide.
Moreover, Turki even went on to claim that while the fighters had not given their 100% to the previous fights, this one stands out from all the other matchups they had in the last few years. For both boxers, legacy is on the line, and they would give it their all to prove that they are the ultimate champions of the boxing industry.
We know the two fighters, right? But actually, as a fans, me and you, the last performance for them was 100%. Why? Crawford for the first time fighting different kind of fighters in Los Angeles last year in 154, and Canelo for the first time fighting in my country, long trip, different fans, and
Tom and Jerry
runner fighters. But this fight is different for them. It means something, it's legacy. For Canelo to make in the mind of the people that I am Canelo, who's fighting everyone, beating everyone.
Adding to that, Turki Alalshikh gave exclusive insight into what the future holds for Canelo Alvarez, claiming that he has a lot of fights planned for the Mexican fighter. Turki even went on to state that there is a whole new fight card that would be released after this Crawford vs. Canelo matchup, giving the boxing world more to look forward to. More than that, there are certain exclusive and secret cards planned as well, adding excitement in the hearts of fans.
And fight Bevel to wait more, okay? But it is Canelo who's fighting everyone, and Crawford who's undefeated. I think Crawford has a luck now and has the chance, and he deserves it, at least in the end of his career, the great career he have. Okay, he doesn't have it before. I don't know why, and he deserves it. And let's see. Everyone
No one wanted to fight him.
No one.
No one wanted to fight, but and there's so much on the line for Crawford, because if he loses, oh, he never beat anybody and then he lost to Canelo. If he wins, oh my God, maybe he was the best fighter for the last 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
Right?
And this weight, yeah, it's record. It's
Crazy. So, but what I mean is, you have plans, obviously. And here's a fight that captures the imagination of the boxing public.
Meanwhile, Terence Crawford made sure to address the assumptions made against him, claiming that Bud would be much slower than he used to be due to the sudden weight gain and increase in age. Terence explained that he does not pay attention to any such talks done against him because of his confidence in himself that all doubters would see exactly how fast he is coming on fight night.
Come fight time, you'll see.
Do you feel fast?
Hey, listen, man, a lot of people say I'm slow. A lot of people say adding weight, fat, muscle, whatever the case may be, make you slower. So I just told everybody, let's see how slow I am come fight night.
Furthermore, Canelo Alvarez too could not help but clear out certain rumors and assumptions lodged against his name, claiming that most of the points said about him are mere opinions, and he does not pay heed to opinions. Canelo said this in response to the theory made by experts that the Mexican fighter had more to lose through this fight, which Canelo debunked, claiming that Crawford was as great of a fighter as him.
No, it's just opinions. For me, it's just opinions. No, I know Crawford for me is one of the best fighters in the last years, and he accomplished so much. So for me, means a lot this win. So, and either way, for me, opinions is our opinions, and I just gonna go there and win the fight.
Moreover, Dana White himself claimed that the best aspect of this fight is the anticipation and the curiosity that comes along with it. The fact that two of the greatest fighters of their generation have decided to risk their legacy and career on the line by taking on their opponent in the ring raises the stakes even higher, increasing the hype for the fight and ultimately leading to more audience as everyone anticipates what will go down.
That's why I call this fight a once-in-a-lifetime fight. When you have, a guy like Crawford who's undefeated and is willing to move up in weight and fight somebody like Canelo, this is what it's all about. I mean, two of the all-time best, right? Putting it all on the line. Every time you put on a fight, what makes people care about it is what's at stake, right? That's why some of this celebrity stuff that happens, I think it's goofy. It's not what I do, but I completely understand that, this celebrity versus this celebrity, and you just want to see the train wreck and see who's going to win. I totally get it. But what I love is when you have two of the absolute best ever that are willing to put it on the line one night to see, who is the best fighter of their generation.
Furthermore, Jarrett Hurd, a boxer who has sparred against Terence Crawford in his training camp, gave some insight into the fighter's techniques, claiming that the people who claim that there might be a power or size difference between the two boxers have not seen Terence in his recent shape and size. According to Jarrett, while he sides with Terence Crawford for the win, his opponent can be underestimated as well.
I gotta go with my man Crawford because I can't go against him, but I will say this. I could change my mind once I see the first round. It all depends on how both of them fight, you know what I mean? If I see Crawford trying to stand toe-to-toe, it might be short. If I see him fight smart, I'm going Crawford. But if I see Canelo throw one punch at a time and not letting his hands go in combination, I'm going Crawford as well, so it all depends.
Is his physical strength underrated heading into this fight?
Yeah, for sure. Everybody think he coming up the way he ain't going to be strong. They the same height. Crawford told me when I sparred him, he said, "Are you back on him up with 154 pounds and stuff? You ain't gonna back me up." And I couldn't back his ass up. False. We did 2 rounds though, but he was. I couldn't push him back like he said. So.
Decision is stoppage.
Oh, it's definitely going 12 rounds. Canelo ain't never stopped nobody.
Additionally, Bruce Carrington showed concern over one aspect of Terence's fighting style that could possibly cost the fighter his win. According to Bruce, Terence Crawford is an emotional fighter, wanting to gain dominance in the ring against his opponents. As the fight goes on, Bruce hopes to see Terence as focused and disciplined as he was in his fight with Errol Spence, claiming that the Bud we saw in that fight was his peak performance.
It's Crawford's emotions, because Crawford is an emotional fighter. He likes to maintain dominance. And sometimes when he gets hit, especially with a good shot, he want to get it back. Now, you know what I'm saying? Like, I noticed that when he fought Madrimov, like he would get caught with a couple of street rights, and then he'll kind of like stick his tongue out, play a little, and then try to get it right back. And that's something that you could play off of if you're a smart fighter. You know what I'm saying? So that is one thing I would not want him to do. I would want him to be as, you know, focused and disciplined as he was with the Spence fight. Like that was like, I felt like that was Crawford at his peak that we've seen. Like that's probably the most perfect fight he could fight in that, you know, in that matchup. I feel he needs to work on, I would like to see him use angles and footwork, you know, versatile movement, back and forth, side to side.
On the other hand, Sonny Edwards claimed that Terence Crawford is the type of fighter who uses his skills and mind simultaneously to dominate over his opponent. Calling the boxer the best of this generation, Sonny stated that the way Crawford uses limb manipulation and punching strategies, Crawford won't have any issue overcoming the size and weight difference.
It'll be interesting, and remember, fight's only between two people, even though you're looking at all the weights, etc., and stages of their career. But Crawford is one of the best fighters we've had for this generation, really. I rate him ridiculously highly, not only his boxing acumen, his wrestling that you can see. He uses every bit of advantage of limb manipulation and finding his weight whilst transferring theirs and finding shots inside that makes him a real threat or problem to anyone. And if anyone's going to overcome a weight disadvantage, shall I say, it will be someone like Crawford that has got sort of skills that you don't normally see in a boxing ring. But I don't know, I think maybe the size, the height, they're kind of very similar in height, stature, but Canelo's been used to fighting bigger men than him and still sort of breaking them down and beating them. But
interestingly, Stephen A. Smith did not hesitate to point out his favorite pick for the fight, claiming that Terence Crawford would be able to take the win. Acknowledging that Canelo is a great fighter, Stephen could not help but claim that a boxer with extensive knowledge of boxing and using the right tools would be able to take down Canelo. It would not be through a knockout, but a win by decision is inevitable, according to Stephen.
You got a love for boxing.
Yes. Love boxing.
Who gonna win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision. I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Alvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
And when I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud.
Right.
The thing that I don't like about Canelo is that it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yes.
Moreover, talking about self-confidence and being doubted his entire career, Terence Crawford stated that his entire life, people kept telling him he could never be the world champion or that he should find another job because he could not do this one. So being underestimated is the natural state of where the boxer lives, but for him, the main part is to prove all those voices wrong and emerge as the ultimate victor.
Not at all. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. You know, what one think of me doesn't, move me or anything. They can't fight for him. They can't fight for me. So, their opinion doesn't matter at the end of the day in my eyes or in my feelings because I've been doubted my whole career, my whole life in boxing. So, I've been told I would never be where I'm at now. I was told that, I needed to get another job because I wasn't gonna be a world champion. So many things that I've been told in my life, I just was like, okay, well, just watch me do it, and with my self-belief in myself, I don't care what nobody else say because I'm comfortable in my own skin.
Furthermore, Terence Crawford did not fail to mention the fact that both he and his opponent have achieved enough in their respective careers to be considered among the greatest fighters in the Hall of Fame. While the boxer is confident in his ability to win, Bud argued that losing from either his side or the side of his opponent won't tarnish anyone's career since they've already achieved greatness.
Not at all, not at all. First and foremost, I'm definitely gonna win. I'm winning this fight for sure. But at the same time, I don't think losing tarnish me or Canelo's legacy. I think Canelo's the first ballot Hall of Famer, and I think that I'm a first ballot Hall of Famer. So, you know, whether win, lose, or draw, both of us going in the Hall of Fame, and I think that's the ultimate goal at the end of the day, you know, to be named with all the great fighters that came before us, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame for all that we've done in the sport of boxing.
Additionally, even Bernie the Boxer chimed in to dismiss all the rumors that were being spread about Terence Crawford, noting the fact that according to rumors, everything bad is happening to Bud while Canelo remains unscathed. Bernie claimed that there have been no injuries from Crawford's size, and that the fighter has been in perfect shape, preparing eagerly to win the fight at hand.
And did you understand, we haven't heard anything, rumors about Canelo though. All the bad things are happening to Crawford. Did you find that strange?
Yeah.
It's crazy the hate that Bud Crawford gets.
How they spin
no
things.
No shoulder injuries, no bad sparring sessions, and you know, I done heard so much nonsense. I'm like, where are they getting this stuff from? They just making stuff up.
Definitely.
Which is shame.
Yeah, but we'll find out, you know, through Crawford's performance and you know.
No, I'm telling you what God loves, which is the natural truth. The man ain't had no shoulder injury, bro. Nothing.
Exactly.
Everything's been working perfectly. You understand? Working perfectly. So, that's just the truth. So there's no excuses. There's no, when we win, there's no, you know what I mean?
They can't say anything,
you know,
about
even
it.
To make us even look great, to say that even though he won with a shoulder injury or this and that, you know what I mean? We're in perfect health.
Similarly, Terence himself cleared that rumor head-on, sarcastically claiming that the rumors were true and that both of his shoulders were badly injured. Adding to the joke, Terence told the crowd to keep the injury a secret from Canelo so nobody could know. Terence even addressed the point of him being the underdog for the match, claiming that he looks forward to that because he has already embraced it.
Yeah, my shoulder messed up, everyone. You know, so don't tell Canelo. Maybe the right, maybe the left, but it's both of them. I'm having problems with my shoulders. Shh, keep that under wraps.
And finally, everybody say that Canelo is going to be the favorite in the, you know, in the stadium with a lot of people supporting him. But what about Omaha? Do you feel many people from Omaha is coming to support you this weekend right here in the Allegiant Stadium?
For sure. I'm most certain that a lot of people from Omaha will be in attendance. In a crowd. Of course, it's going to be a pro Canelo crowd. It's Mexican Independence Day. You know, he's done great things and great numbers in Las Vegas. This is like a second home to him. So I'm looking forward to being the underdog.
Moreover, Frank Warren added 2 cents about the fight, claiming that through logic it may be deciphered that Canelo could take the win, owing to his size and weight. However, Frank also added that the fighters have not been at their 100% in their previous fights, forcing him to believe that they've reached the point in their lives where every day their fighting prowess could change from the best to average.
Well, my head says Canelo for the obvious reason. He's a bigger guy. You know, Crawford's a good fighter. He's coming up. He's coming up a couple of weight divisions. He seems very confident. But based off both of their last couple of performances, I thought that fight that Canelo had out in Riyadh against a guy who basically come to survive, didn't bring out the best in him. But you know, they're at an age now where they might, you know, wake up the morning of the 13th and suddenly one of them won't be the same fighter. That happens at that time in their careers. One thing's for sure, they both working their asses off in training. They both believe in themselves. So we have the makings of a really, really great fight. And obviously we got a big interest in it because of Hamza.
In the end, as predictions keep rolling a few days prior to the fight, people are clinging to their screens to keep themselves updated on the latest, juiciest updates, dying to know whose name would be written amongst the legends and the scrolls of history. Which fighter has your vote? Canelo Alvarez, the boxer with prowess, strength, and punches, or Terence Crawford, the fighter who's known for his unbeatable boxing IQ and determination in the ring? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, as well as hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any of our future updates. See you soon!